Hello, Mike Roman here, Catering Guru. Hope you're in a good mood today. We're going to discuss the truth about pressure selling from my point of view. But first of all, thanks to all of you who are leaving these wonderful written comments on our website about each video. By the way, just email me if you have any suggestions on what you would like me to discuss in future videos. I must say that many are emailing me, telling me that they actually watch the videos during their weekly staff meetings, which I think is a very cool concept. Now, whenever I train salespeople, and I do that a lot, the issue of pressure selling arises. I hear from some salespeople the same old line. Well, you know, Michael, I don't want to be a used car salesperson who harasses the shopper, or, well, they will buy when they're ready. I know these are tried and true, and there are examples where salespeople in some industries are very aggressive. But what these salespeople, I think, really mean is that they don't want to ask for the order until everything is perfect and all questions have been answered, etc., etc., etc. However, my point to all of you is that some shoppers, whether you know it or not, are ready to buy the first time you speak to them. That's the problem. You don't really know how we're going to read people's minds. So the simple truth is, because of their worry about not exerting pressure, some salespeople don't ask for the order even once. They take no action to ask for the deposit check so they can avoid making the shopper look upon them as a dishonorable pressure salesperson, whatever heck that means. Remember, selling catering is done behind closed doors of an office or over the phone. It's really a private situation where managers can't really listen in easily for training purposes. So the responsibility of the salesperson is huge. Here's the problem. When I say that a salesperson always needs to try to make a sale today, now, many believe that I'm suggesting that all is lost if a shopper doesn't buy that day. Not true. It's just our duty to ask once at least. What I'm trying to prevent is a situation where the salesperson assumes, for some reason, that this shopper won't buy or can't buy today and lets them leave or hang up on the phone with all the information they need to make a decision later, which makes them feel comfortable, without asking for the order at least once. This leads to missed sales. Now, in my view, strong view, it's absolutely wrong for a professional salesperson to think that some shoppers don't want to make a decision right away, or they won't give a fully refundable hold check to the salesperson on the first day they meet, or give a credit card over the phone during the first conversation. The script is pretty easy. It might sound like this. Ms. Smith, I am concerned with the date for your event. I'm sure you found while speaking with other caterers that your date is already an extremely popular one. So I'd like to suggest that you provide me with a temporary, fully refundable deposit to guarantee the date till we work out all the final details. Now, the amount of the temporary fully refundable deposit is just $350. Which would you like to use today for the deposit, a credit card or a check? Seems simple to me, okay? When the salesperson decides ahead of time not to ask even once for the sale, shoppers who really are ready to give the deposit don't because they simply aren't asked. And to me, that's a sales sin. I'm sorry, it sounds kind of corny, I guess, but it just shouldn't happen. So just to clarify, this deposit request comes at a time when the details of menu and procedure and price are not totally confirmed yet. But why should we assume that they don't want to book with us because of you, because of your talent, because of your smile, because of your hand-holding? So if all a salesperson can say to this is, well, I wouldn't buy under those kind of conditions, I wouldn't buy if there was missing information, it just wouldn't make sense to me. So we are really asking for a fully refundable hold, the date deposit. We're not really closing the deal. What you will do by getting the deposit is to stop the shopper, well, from shopping elsewhere. Now, a professional salesperson should never beat up on a shopper to pressure them, whatever that means, okay? But it is a salesperson's duty and job to simply ask at least once for the sale or the refundable deposit during the first meeting or conversation. Yeah, if they say no to you, keep them happy, make sure they leave with a good smile on their face, or finish your conversation on the phone with the information and let them go. Only three things, can really happen. Only three things can happen. One, they simply never call you back, or they call you back and they absolutely say yes to you and ask you, how much deposit you really need, okay? But in any case, you're going to be, kind of prime them ahead of time for the fact that you are there to sell them something and that you're a very busy caterer. And the date is a very important situation which may disappear in a moment. So if you don't ask for a deposit check, you will not get it. Okay? It's as simple and as clear as that. Once they leave your mental and emotional energy as you sell them and talk to them, there are only these three things that can happen. As I said, they buy from somebody else who exerts better sales techniques, they call you back later, or they just fade away into the distance. We don't know. That's the point. We don't know. Finally, the job of a salesperson is to give the shopper reasons and permission to buy or hold that date now, today. Remember, they came to you, and they will give a check or credit card to some other caterer or yourself soon. So let's make it us. Let's make it you. Ladies and gentlemen, go forward, practice this, think about it, discuss it. Remember, there's never been a better time to be a caterer. Thanks. Bye-bye.